In my research, I'm interested in the practices and ideologies and morals of marginalized consumers, to understand how they work and then to translate that into cultural brand strategies. Several years ago, my co-author Christian Eichert and I were talking about how anti-gay stigma has changed over the years. We were wondering how anti-gay stigma has changed on the broader societal level, to understand how do gay men relate to these stigma in their everyday lives. What does it do to the way they consume strategically? The popular discussion says, well, gay stigma is over. Everything is fine, they can marry now. We found, in fact, that the stigma doesn't reduce or diminish evenly, it fragments. Christian set out to collect data in Germany among gay men. He interviewed more than 40 individuals from all ranks across society. Our research finds that the gay subculture has fragmented into 5 distinct subgroups. The first is underground self-representation. Think about a Muslim immigrant consumer that we've interviewed in a very conservative religious family. He cannot reveal his sexuality to anyone. So when he consumes a gay dating app, that would be hidden. Ways in which his consumption could be seen as gay is something that he strictly and deliberately avoids. The second group is what we call a discrete self-representation. They would consider themselves still oppressed by the majority society, but they would also have pride and the ability to resist stigmatization and live openly as their own community. So a pride parade is a classic example for a group of openly gay men who still celebrate that unique gay culture. Now the third group is what we call a hybrid social group. These men would live between gay and straight worlds, and they would carry elements from one into the other. So imagine a gay soccer club, and that type of consumption we call consumption as reformation of representations on both sides, the assimilated self-representation. This means that in their social circles, them being gay is no problem at all, but only as long as they don't act out and don't politicize their sexuality. And finally, the post-gay self-representation, those are the lucky people where being gay is neither a problem nor anything that is subject to stigma. These men use consumption as an expression of individuality. For assimilated gay men, a pride parade is a thing of the past, is no longer needed, which doesn't mean that for a lot of other gay men, it might not still be very important. We see fights on social media. These conflicts are important because they show fraction lines and frictions within society. They also show us opportunities, especially for marketers, to serve these groups better and to understand what their struggles are. Many marketers still think that slapping a rainbow flag on the wristband or on a t-shirt will be enough for targeting gay consumers. So for marketers that are daring and forward-looking, these findings provide opportunity and inspiration to develop new market segments. I always bring my research into the classroom and discuss it with students. It's remarkable how much personal experience our students bring to the table. And many times I learned a lot from these conversations and what kind of insights they can generate. This is a school with a team of world-class researchers from all across the globe that are united in the idea of making a difference through their research. And I feel very privileged of working for a university that gives me the space to explore issues like that. Once we look into stigma as a fragmented stigma, we can find opportunities for changing and addressing it. And that's not just for gay men in Germany, that's the same for gay men in the UK, for trans people, for all sorts of social groups. And our hopes are that our research explain that not everyone is equal yet, and that there's more work to do.